Greetings, geeks. This is Rose with GeekToMeCrafts, and today I have day one of Vlogmas. If you're participating, please leave your links or your hashtags down below. At GeekToMeCrafts, I help you source affordable craft supplies as well as provide tutorials and DIYs. Today I have for you a 3-tiered tray made mostly with Dollar Tree supplies. So here in my craft room on my cutting table, I have a metal tray that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I did get 3 of them. In addition to that, I also got 2 candle holders that were meant for a tea light candle, and they are in 2 different sizes. One is a little taller than the other. They're kind of a mess. The sticker on the bottom wouldn't come off very cleanly, and they're dirty. So I grabbed some Goo Gone and a foam pad and went to town. I did get both of those items at the Dollar Tree as well. So basically what you do is you soak the pad. You could also use a cotton ball, but you basically get the tag on the bottom soaked with the Goo Gone, and then you can scratch it off with a utensil, or I just use my fingernail. Okay, I'm just zooming out here a little bit, and I'm just going to get to work here. I'm going to speed it up. So once I get the label pulled off, I'm going to take them downstairs and just give them a rinse with some water. Here is the back of the tray. I was going to pull the stickers off of these as well. They didn't come off very easily, so I just said forget it. So here's the top of it. And these are a good heavy weight. I don't know what they're made out of. They are a Greenbrier product, which is Dollar Tree's house brand. And so I'm going to, with my hot glue gun, which I've already had going, I am going to just put a layer of glue around the bottom of the candle holder and stick it right in the middle of the tray. I apologize for going off the screen here a little bit. Okay, there it goes. And then any little strings that come off with the hot glue, you can just pull those off. Most of it's going to get covered up anyway with all the stuff I'm going to put on this. And then once I feel like the glue has set, I'm just going to lift it up to make sure that the glue has effectively stuck to the metal. Hello. I wasn't sure if it was going to stick well, but even after a day, I moved the whole thing downstairs and it stuck pretty well. Okay, so I'm going to grab another tray and do the same thing with the other candlestick. This step, it doesn't matter which one you do first. You're just going to glue both of them to one tray. Okay, just checking one more time to make sure the second one has stuck. And now I'm going to show you what it will look like when stacked. So now all I need to do is take the third tray and glue it to the top of the top of the shortest candlestick, because this is going to be the very, very top. So I've grabbed the shortest candlestick. I'm gluing around the rim of the candle holder, and I'm just going to approximately glue the top tray to that part. I'm just pressing down. And then I am going to do the same thing to the tallest candlestick. I'm going to put a ring of glue around the top and then take the stack that I've already made and put it up on top. I did try to get it exactly on the rim of the candlestick, but it doesn't really matter because it's mostly going to be covered up with the trays and the items that you're going to put on the trays. So here's the finished 3-tiered tray. The trays are all the same size. The only difference is the height of the candlestick themselves. So using the 4.5 square wooden planks, I am going to attach the word joy using my hot glue gun to the front of it. I did try painting one of the squares and hot gluing the metal piece on, but it didn't stick, so I don't know if it was my glue or if I just didn't let the piece dry, but I ended up just doing it with a dry piece of wood, unpainted. Of course, you could paint it if you wanted to, but I'm just applying some glue to the back of the word joy, and I'm going to attach it to the front of the 4.5 wooden plank. I did consider using the larger words that came in this package. I believe one of the other words was peace. It didn't fit on the 4.5 square plank, but I did have the idea to double the size. So it would be 9 inches by 4.5. The way that you would do that is put a very small strip of glue in between the two planks, push them together, and then on the back side, use a popsicle stick. Put the glue all along the length of the popsicle stick and glue the two halves together so that it would be really sturdy. I just didn't do that for this project. I liked the size of the small one. And so I'm just taking a little hot glue gun strings off, and on the top of the J, there was a little bit of glue that came out around the metal piece. If that doesn't bother you, then you can just leave it. However, it was starting to bug me, so I grabbed my Dollar Tree X-Acto knife and I just started to clean it up a little bit. This X-Acto knife kit did come with several blades. I have the very narrow one on right now. It's extremely sharp, so please be careful with this, but I am just running the blade along the edge of the metal piece and then up underneath it between the glue and the wooden plank, and I'm just trying to lift that little piece of glue off there. And here is this little piece done. It fits perfectly on the bottom tray, just enough. So cute. And so I went back around my house and started to gather some other things that I had from Dollar Tree or already in stock. And I'm just going to try out a bunch of different stuff until I like what I see. I tend to do things in groups of 3s because it's interesting and appealing to the eye. So the lantern I tried the little wooden block that they had earlier in the fall that said gather. I also had some other pieces and things that I had grabbed from my Christmas stash. And so here's the final result. I love it. The strand of pearls came from my husband's grandmother. The nativity is a piece of olive wood, and the greenery I just grabbed off of the strands that I have around my house. So I absolutely love it. Most of it was from the Dollar Tree, super affordable. If you got value out of this, please like and subscribe and comment down below. Thank you.